How do you make the most of the kale that you've got planted in your garden? I'm going to show you how in this video. So I've got my favorite pruners here from Terrain. These are needle nose pruners, and I want to show you how to get the most out of your kale plants. So these plants were planted with a little start about 7 or 8 weeks ago, and as you can see, they're now humongous. And they're almost taking over the bed so that there's really not room for the other things to get the amount of light that they need. So really you want to be coming in here pretty often, at least say once a week, maybe at least once every 2 weeks, and harvesting from these plants. So I've got 3 in a row here, and I've got 3 on these 3 beds as well. So the way you harvest really any green, but especially kale, is you start from the exterior and the bottom of the plant. So I'm just going to come down here to the base, and I'm going to cut every stem that I see all around the base of the plant. So cutting. So you can see already I've got a ton from just one plant. So I've got about 4 leaves from this one, and I had planted an eggplant here right in between the kales. And as you can tell, this eggplant is smaller. It's slower to start because it's not quite warm enough here yet. And so without coming out here to harvest the kale regularly, I am going to end up with no eggplant, and that would be so sad. So one of the reasons, if you watch my page much, you know that I love to plant gardens full and packed and tight. But one of the requirements, if you do that, is you've got to harvest frequently and prune so that everything continues to get the amount of sunlight that it needs. All right, so in just about, I don't know, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, I came through and grabbed a ton of kale. So what am I going to do with this? Well, I am going to first make a green smoothie for my breakfast. My kids right now are very into kale chips. So this afternoon we'll make kale chips for a snack, and then whatever's left over we'll make Joshua McFadden's famous kale salad for dinner tonight. So I can use this up pretty quickly, and now I've just made a little bit more breathing room and space in my garden for the other things that need sunlight. In fact, I think there's room for some more plants in here. What do you guys think? All right, that is my tip for harvesting kale. Believe it or not, now is the time to be thinking about, if you're in a very warm climate, like say in Houston, now is the time to be thinking about planting kale in the fall. So you could be starting kale indoors in say July or August, and move baby kale plants out into the garden as early as say mid to late September. So kale, yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.